You know what, Jay, you may take this as an insult. Jay's a nicer guy than he is smart. And so, just a good dude. Jay, I think that there's some interesting dynamics to this question. I would tell you, 2006 until 2013, I would have answered the haters. I love the challenge, you know me, I love the climb, I love the challenge of converting. I also very much believe I'm a good dude. So many people didn't think I was on their first impact because they thought I had too much ego, or I cursed. Those would be the two things that most turn people off when they're first interacting with me. Many of you felt that about me. As a matter of fact, leave that in the comments if you were one of them. As somebody who, the cursing really was standoffish, or this guy thinks he's the greatest of all time. It's been interesting, if you watch people that are commenting over the last couple episodes, especially in this golden era, you'll see a lot of people talking about, how humble you are. And I laugh because I know so many people would see that and be like, what? You start getting to see the layers as they go over time, and that's why I always say I'm gonna win in the course of a marathon. So I really, really was all about the haters. All the negative reviews on this, I went, the first 100 bad and replied to and engaged with. And then something switched. And then I said, you know what, I'm disproportionately spending my time on the converted versus all these wonderful people that are giving me these nice accolades and comments. And so many of you know, especially in Facebook, because everybody that's been sharing these episodes and then commenting, I've been jumping in randomly and saying thank you because I'm so thankful. Somebody decided to share this. That, by the way, that's a subtle cue to have every single person who's watching this right now share it on Facebook. Everybody that's sharing it and getting their friends to see this and bringing me new audience, it's an incredible, that's incredible versus somebody saying you're a douchebag. Like, I need to reward that behavior because they get happy with the engagement too. So I think I'm in a much better balance. I would even say that I'm probably 80% the positive, 20% the negative, but I'm still very committed. It's just maybe because, knock on wood, the new show is a format that is leading to more people liking me. The keynotes are so brash, the one-off rants are so brash that if that's the first impact, but the show has, a different tone to it that allows more people. I'm far more consumable if the first thing that you ever saw was this show versus, especially depending on the first question, I still got that in me, but, so I would say both. I think both matter tremendously. I'm so disappointed in my contemporaries and friends who disregard and just label anybody that disagrees with them a hater. I actually fully understand why people disagree with me. I have very narrow views, as a matter of fact, that are completely predicated on where I think the market's going, which are not very clear to everybody else. I've got nothing but confidence for days, with like 4 Z's, right? I've got confidence for days. I communicate in a certain style. It's very East Coast. It's Jersey in the house. Like, I understand. Like, I hate Patriot fans. I fucking hate you guys. I get that. That's not feels nice if you're like watching this and you're like a Patriot fan. Like, oh, wait, Gary hates me. Weird. I've got my dynamics. But what it all really comes down to is everybody matters, and I have enormous empathy to why people disagree or might be put off by me in the beginning, and I think that they absolutely deserve my attention just as much as somebody who says I'm the greatest of all time. I like all people, whether they agree with me or not, whether they think I'm a dick or not. It's just all very understandable for me, and I also feel extremely at peace to where this all nets out in our relationship. That's it. Cool. Another good show. In Mark Yudkin's office, this is like the lawyer office. Look at all this like weird stuff. Oh, this way, sorry. Look at all this weird stuff Yudkin's got. Look at all this, like, look at this, guys. Like, New York laws. This is what Yudkin does. He's like, oh God, no, you can't do that. It's all very, very interesting stuff that Yudkin gets to do here. I don't even know how to put it back. Question of the day. Who in your family is a lawyer? Friends and Family Network, put their name down. Tag them even in Facebook so I can say, hey. You keep asking questions.